Have you ever found yourself buying something you didn't plan to or saying yes to a favor you later regretted? It might feel like magic, but the truth is, it's psychology at work. Persuasion isn't about tricking or manipulating people. It's a science based on how our brains process information and make decisions. From small choices like picking a brand of cereal to bigger ones like signing up for a subscription, subtle psychological principles shape our actions. Understanding these principles doesn't just help you recognize when they're being used on you, it also gives you the power to use them ethically to communicate more effectively and influence others in a positive way. Persuasion isn't just about words, it's about how our brains interpret them. Psychologist Robert Cialdini identified six key principles that shape how we influence and are influenced by others. Reciprocity. When someone gives us something, we feel compelled to return the favor. This is why restaurants offer mints with the bill. Just a small gift can lead to bigger tips. Commitment and consistency. Once we make a small commitment, we're more likely to follow through on bigger ones. Signing a petition today might lead to a donation tomorrow. Social proof. We look to others for guidance, especially in uncertain situations. If 9 out of 10 people recommend something, we assume it's a good choice. Authority. We trust experts and figures of authority. A doctor in a lab coat or a celebrity endorsement can make a message more persuasive. Liking. We are more likely to be influenced by people we find relatable or attractive. This is why influencers and mirroring techniques are so effective. Scarcity. When something is limited, we want it more. Phrases like only 5 left in stock or sale ends tonight trigger a fear of missing out. FOMO, elaboration likelihood model. This model explains how we process persuasive messages. Central wrote, we focus on facts and logic when we're motivated and able to analyze information, e.g., buying a car after comparing specs. Peripheral route. When we're less invested, we rely on emotions, visuals, and shortcuts, e.g., buying a car because the ad had a catchy jingle. The role of cognitive biases in persuasion anchoring effect. Our first impression sets the baseline for decisions. If a product is marked down from $1,000 to $500, it feels like a great deal, even if $500 was the original price. Confirmation bias. We seek out and believe information that supports what we already think. This is why political ads target specific beliefs rather than trying to change minds. These principles shape the way we make everyday choices, often without us even realizing it. But persuasion isn't just about understanding these tactics, it's about using them ethically and effectively. The neuroscience of persuasion reveals how our brains respond to influence on a biological level. Dopamine and reward pathways play a crucial role as feelings of excitement and urgency, often triggered by scarcity or time-limited offers, can lead to impulsive decisions. Meanwhile, mirror neurons help us build connections by mimicking others' behaviors, such as nodding or matching body language, which fosters trust and increases the likelihood of agreement. These subconscious processes shape how we respond to persuasion, often without us realizing it. Persuasion is deeply woven into everyday life, from marketing to personal relationships and politics. In marketing and advertising, brands use storytelling to create emotional connections like Nike's Just Do It campaign, which inspires consumers to see themselves as achievers. Framing also plays a key role. Phrasing a product as 90% fat-free feels more appealing than 10% fat, even though they mean the same thing. In negotiation and relationships, techniques like win-win framing help both parties feel valued, while the door-in-the-face technique makes a smaller request seem more reasonable after an extreme one. In politics and social movements, persuasion shapes public opinion through moral foundations, tailoring messages to values like fairness or loyalty. However, some tactics, like fear appeals, such as dramatic climate change ads, can be effective yet ethically controversial. While persuasion is a powerful tool, it has a dark side when used unethically. The key difference between persuasion and coercion lies in choice. Persuasion influences decisions while coercion forces them, often exploiting emotions and vulnerabilities. This is seen in manipulative tactics used by cults, scams, and high pressure sales techniques, where people are pushed into decisions they might not have made otherwise. To guard against manipulation, individuals must develop critical thinking skills, question emotional appeals, and fact check claims before acting. Recognizing emotional triggers such as fear, urgency, or social pressure can help people resist deceptive tactics and make informed choices. Understanding how persuasion works can help you recognize when you're being influenced. Try this quick quiz to see how persuadable you are. Would you be more likely to donate to a charity if they gave you a free sticker first? This tests reciprocity, the tendency to return favors. Which statement is more convincing to you? Scientifically proven or everyone's using it? This reveals whether you respond more to authority or social proof. Now, think about your own experiences. When was the last time you said yes to something because of scarcity or FOMO? Recognizing these influences in daily life can help you make more conscious decisions. Ethical persuasion is about influence without manipulation. First, build trust through honesty and rapport. Active listening makes people more open to your message. Second, use stories instead of stats, as emotions drive decisions more than raw data. Third, ask instead of telling by framing ideas as questions, like, wouldn't it help if, to encourage engagement. Finally, set the stage with persuasion using subtle cues like warm colors for comfort or calming music for relaxation. When used ethically, persuasion empowers rather than exploits. Persuasion is a powerful tool that can shape decisions, inspire action, and build connections, but its true value lies in using it ethically. Rather than exploiting others, ethical persuasion empowers and fosters trust. Next time you see an ad or hear a pitch, pause and ask, which psychological principle is at play? Recognizing these techniques helps you make more informed choices. As a challenge, try applying reciprocity or storytelling today to share an idea you care about. You might be surprised by the impact.